You think you are seeing this video right now. But what if none of your memories, well except the last 10 seconds, were real? Hold on a second, and here is the strange part. Some scientists have calculated that the emergence of a fake brain like yours in the universe might be more likely than the emergence of a real human. And yes, that's what we asked on Shorts. Could you tell if all your memories were false? We'll get closer to the answer in this video, but maybe you won't like it. If there is a chance that we are fake brains, why do we think we are real? When I did research for this video, I noticed something interesting. Most people who have heard about the Boltzmann Brain idea don't really understand why the idea is so scary. Because it's not about some weird brain showing up in space. It's about your own self. And everyone watching this video right now has one thing in common. We all think of the past as real. Our childhood, our mates, what we had gone through yesterday. We take it to be real, or is this just an assumption? When I first started researching, I thought this was just an ordinary thought experiment. I was wrong. The idea is directly related to modern cosmology. And to be honest, the first time I read it, I thought, okay, the physicists have had one too many cups of coffee. But then I saw the calculations and I stopped laughing. Most of these videos will explain what a Boltzmann brain is. But that's not the point. The real issue is this: if our theories are right, eventually the universe could produce many more fake consciousnesses than real humans. And then the question comes up: is it more likely you are a real human or a random brain with fake memories from a few seconds ago? Order can arise from chaos, Ludwig Boltzmann, physicist, proved in the 1800s. Here is a simple example. If you don't clean your room for years, it will be a mess. But in principle, if atoms randomly move for billions of years, maybe the room would spontaneously become orderly one day. It's an extremely tiny chance, but it is not zero. Multiply this to the universe now. If the universe is infinite, it may have been random fluctuations. A chair might come out, a book can be formed, then a planet may form. And in theory, it might create a human brain that could process memories. This is known as a Boltzmann brain. But there's one detail that most people miss out on here. Making a whole Earth, transforming billions of people, winding back 8 billion years of cosmic history super hard is. But making a single brain is much easier. So at some point the math starts to suggest, if the universe is around long enough, there will be more Boltzmann brains than actual humans. Take it. Maybe the whole universe never existed at all. Perhaps only a few seconds of consciousness ever came out. And that consciousness is looking at this video right now. Which do you think is more plausible then? A, our awareness emerged in a real world. B, because consciousness is just information, it can arise randomly. Type A or B in comments, I'm dying to find out. Most people dismiss the idea immediately when they hear it. But we are asking a different question. Even if it's disturbing, where does the math lead us? Scientists like this idea, not because they believe in Boltzmann brains. Quite the contrary, they want to get rid of them. If a cosmological model produces an excess of Boltzmann brains, that model could be an issue. And that's where the whole thing gets turned on its head. Maybe Boltzmann brains don't exist, but the possibility that they exist is something we can use to test our theories of the universe. Hold on, just consider that. A fictitious brain being used to rule out true theories of the universe. Isn't that wonderful in itself? It's like the physicists are saying, any theory that produces too many hypothetical brains you can throw out. That's a pretty strange quality control method. That's what I found the most in my research. The Boltzmann brain idea doesn't have to be correct, but its very existence makes us uneasy, because it strikes at what we love, our memories, our experiences, our feeling of reality. You probably thought there would be an answer at the end of this video. That was my initial expectation when I began my research. But some questions, instead of answer, just show the importance of asking questions. One of these is the Boltzmann brain. Because at the end of the day, it's not physics. We begin to talk about ourselves. Imagine it this way. If you were absolutely sure tomorrow that all your memories were fake, would you lose meaning in your life? Or would it still be worth it for the things you've been through? Would love to hear your thoughts and comments. And next video, we'll get into some deep Fermi paradox stuff. The growth of this channel is entirely based on people interested in these videos. If you got a little impression on your mind after watching this video, share it with one person. Some questions get more interesting the more you think about them.